All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Overly Emotional Males. There comes a point, when I was younger, you're young, you're inexperienced. Maybe when you're a teenager, your testosterone is flowing and you're feeling yourself. It's kind of like a young venomous snakes. The baby snakes have more venom because they don't know how to disperse it properly, so they're deadly because they just won't stop. They just giving you everything. The older snakes, I'm like, look, you only need 2 cc's when I bite you. Get off me, bitch. But I think I get that dynamic in youth, testosterone, and inexperience. But what I'm seeing, and what I've seen for a minute, just on YouTube and in life in general, and even in interactions, is that some of these young guys are overly emotional because they're overly effeminate. And it's one thing to wear your heart on your sleeve and be willing to deal with the consequences and repercussions of that. I'm not seeing that. What I'm seeing is people, quote unquote, being emotional and wearing their hearts on their sleeve, but then they want to, they won't be Tarzan when they're in their feelings, but then they want to be Jane when it's time to deal with the consequences. And that's not cool. You see, guys who just can't stop taking shots at people, can't stop instigating, can't stop being annoying. And I'm not talking about in a joking manner, in a playing manner, a little banter, where two people have, just going back and forth, and they're both grown enough to handle whatever's going back and forth, and it's really not, and it really won't go left. You got me with a good one, I got you with a good one, we could laugh, move on. No. People act like they're ready to fight over everything. Somebody says something, you agree with, you all in. Somebody says something you don't agree with, I'll never listen to you and never speak to you again because you didn't say exactly what I wanted to hear right now. Like, what? Guys are tripping. You go out and the guys are overly emotional or who need attention. And if you don't pay them any attention, they go out of their way to get your attention. And if you still don't pay them any attention and they really, really want to be seen, they're going to get right up on you. And then when you say something to them like, you got close enough that I can knock your teeth out now. And they go, huh? Why would you say that? What would I do? Overly emotional, overly effeminate. Because habitual line steppers. Like, the thing about Rick James in that skit was he knew when he got his ass whipped, he was talking shit. But he knew why he got his ass whipped. He wasn't like, I can't believe you did this to me. No, I've been kicked out of better homes than this. Because he know he going around crossing the line. So what can go with that? An ass kicking, right? So when somebody kicked his ass, he came back. Charlie Murphy. I know I did that shit wrong. Yes. Okay. But, it's one of those things where these guys are not able to do that. Overly emotional to the point where, like when I talk to women, I don't have a weak mind. So I don't understand how somebody could say something to you and it just breaks your soul down and you just can't function for days and weeks and months and years because they said these things and it made me look so... I'm melting. I feel so weak inside. No, what the fuck? your pussy ass up. You know, but guys like this, you say something to them and then they in their feelings, and they ready to talk back like a little girl. And I said this back to him. And you know what? Ooh, I told him, you might well just snap your finger and roll your neck. You know? Hated it. So, because when it comes down to it, these overly emotional guys, y'all ain't gonna do shit. Or y'all will do too much shit. And then when you realize, oh, I went too far, I don't want to deal with the consequence of this. You know, like I remember they had the dude, you know, you see them court video, like them first 48 type videos, they be in there, you know, they on the mugshot, Facebook page. You know, I got 17 goals and I'm looking crazy in the eye. And then they in office, sir, I didn't do it, sir. It was James Nathaniel and them. I didn't know. I don't want to do 30 years. No, you hit me in the heart with, oh, jail time. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Them type of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Dudes, you know, out here starting shit, catching cases, and in court when the judge say, hit you with them football numbers. I'm never gonna get up. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know, overly emotional ass dudes. Because how you go from I'm a killer motherfucker to I'm crying because I got to do life. I'm a drug dealer. What you mean 15 years? Nigga, that's the mandatory minimum. You got caught with that shit. You thought this was Power, motherfucker? You thought this was a TV show? You know, same thing. You guys who, and maybe it's just me, because I learned this a long time ago, you know, shot time. If you got a girl, and I can understand you are protective of your girl, right? But if your girl advertises for some other man's attention, you gotta let her go. You can't be all in your feelings. Because obviously, if she really wanted to be with you, she wouldn't be getting attention from other guys. She wouldn't be trying to get other guys' attention. Really. Truly. If she respected you, you know, and if she lost respect for you and she doesn't respect you anymore and she does that, it's not a reason to argue with her, to fight to get her back. Go. You just went to get that attention. Stay over there. You guys crying and shit. You know, oh, you hoes ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. There ain't no reason for you to cry about it. I mean, if you know they ain't loyal in the first place, what the hell you crying for them when they gone not being loyal? Like, you know, overly emotional. You don't have enough likes, you know, so you depressed. Likes ain't real. You got enough food in your refrigerator? You got enough money to take care of yourself? That's real. You know what I'm saying? You got clothes that are clean and that don't have holes in them. You got a roof over your head and everything, right? That's real. If you getting in your feelings because you don't have enough social media presence, you tripping. Overly emotional. You got that effeminate stuff. You know, how can I put this? Guys who it's okay to look good. It's okay to dress good. It's okay to smell good. It's okay to be confident in yourself. But it's not okay to let your mood control all the aspects of your confidence. Okay? It's not okay to let your outfit control all the aspects of your confidence. You know, if you're gonna be a man, you got to be a man. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. In both circumstances. You can't be a man when it's going good and not a man when it's going bad. That's not how it works. You know, and don't get it twisted. We are human beings. We're gonna have ups and downs. But what I mean is, these guys have these erratic, ephemeral mood swings that guys, when you get a certain age or a certain point in life, or when you cross the threshold of knowing what masculinity is, even if you haven't reached manhood, you know it's just some shit you just, nah, I ain't, nah. You know, you don't write don't let your alligator mouth write a check your canary ass can't cash. And see, that's what happens with overly emotional guys. You want, and that's the problem. And I see it all the time. And unfortunately, the ages go up. Like like I don't understand so many guys that's supposed to be grown men that are overly emotional. You feel me? Like, and it's one thing to have moments. You know, we all gonna have moments and blow-ups. That's cool. But just every day, moody every day. Like, you know, you gotta have some kind of, you have to be centered in some kind of way, balanced in some type of way. You have to not be so extreme, because you're gonna need your logic and your common sense to get you through situations. And it's the problem that I'm having when I'm looking at this stuff. Sometimes life is gonna throw you curveballs and lemons, and men can't be overly emotional, because you can't just, you might wind up making the situation worse instead of actually finding a solution, because a solution isn't in your emotions. It's in your mind solving the problem. You're supposed to be able to channel your emotions to find a solution, not ride your emotions into a behavior that's gonna need some solving when you calm down. Like, no. And some of you guys can't even talk about women. Women are like this, women are like, because you act just like them. And yes, I know we was raised by single mothers and raised around women, and to a degree, you got a lot of guys here who don't want to admit they think and operate and act like women, and they rub guys the wrong way. But that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So, some of y'all might as well be wearing boy shorts under your jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, you might as well get your lotions from Victoria's Secret. Just real talk, cause it gets sad. It gets disgusting. And even with the women I know, you know, they're seeing the effects of overly emotional guys, because women don't necessarily get along because of their ridiculous range of emotions, and for some odd reasons they can see it in other women and they can tolerate it in doses, but with other men it's toxic, right? Because you really see yourself, and if a man acts just like a woman, you know, she's really gonna hate the guy, you know, in the end, because she doesn't want to be with a guy who acts like a woman, but they are attracted to these type of guys. And then they get with him and complain because they realizing he's bringing the same bullshit to the relationship that they bring to relationships. And now it's now they know how it feels. And that's how men don't make women go through unnecessary bullshit like that, you know? So, I mean, to me, it's just too many. Just too many. You know, we got to get back to manhood. I'm out.